and the powerful hotel lobby were now breathing down your neck. How did you deal with those regulators?
Oh man. So I always grew up thinking if like people don't like you, you should avoid them. That seems kind of intuitive, right? Or you should fight them and like disagree with them, they're your opponent. And then in 2011, I hired my first executive. Her name is Belinda Johnson. She was our chief legal officer, eventually became our COO. And she told me something that was counterintuitive to me. She said, if people don't like you, you should meet with them. And I said, really? Why would I do that? Wouldn't it go horribly wrong? And she said, no, because it's hard for people to hate you up close. And I think that's a really important lesson. I said, okay, well, who doesn't like me? And it turned out a lot of people. I told our team, I want to meet everyone who doesn't like me. And it turned out they kept me busy for a long time. And but I would meet with these government officials, and sometimes the meetings would start they were a little hostile at first. But I had a rule that I would always listen first and seek to understand them. And I think, my dad used to say like 90% of life is just showing up. It's actually not true in tech. But when it comes to showing respect, 90% of life sometimes is showing someone respect and listening to them. And if you just get in the mindset of listening to people, then through creativity, you can realize a win-win. What I've realized is the thing that surprised me is not how different people are, it's actually how similar people are. And I think we live under this illusion that we're so different than everyone else. And I think we tend to focus on the 1% that makes us all different. And that's really good. There's really positive parts of preserving our culture and understanding our diversity. But when you start to think the other is so other from you, that gets very, very pernicious. And having met with people all over the world, I realized the people with strongest opinions about other people are the ones without passports. And the people with the strongest opinions about business people or government are people that never worked in those businesses. And so if we can build bridges, meet people, bring people together, we will realize the other is not so other, that we're 99% the same. And actually through creativity, you can actually find win-wins through everyone. So that's probably what I learned from that lesson.